extremely satisfying. I'd probably, like, there's been 2 games in one in each series so far this summer that the bowlers have made us look really good. They really have. When there's been something on offer, they've held their own, they've hit their lengths, they've done exactly what's needed at the time, and it's worked. So I think that will give them not only confidence to execute in that situation again, but also belief, no matter what the situation of the game is. Yeah, I think it was getting to a stage where we needed to make a move. There's only so many runs that you can sort of play with when a partnership gets going, and Finch and Labuschagne make it look easier than it previously was. So I threw everything at it, and the guys bowled unbelievably well. For Joff and Woakes to come back like that was outstanding, and it was almost, I think it makes more of a difference when Australia don't make too many mistakes, like LBW sort of either nip back or swung back, and then the bowl as well. I mean, that's a bowler getting a batsman out. It's not a batsman making a massive mistake. So when you make inroads like that, it obviously sends quite a big message for 2 guys that are going in to how difficult it is out there. So that both of them were outstanding and almost set the tone for the rest of the innings. Yeah, he's responded unbelievably well. And I think if you watch some of probably the T20 games in particular, the guys, for a guy who's spent so much time in the bubble and has been an integral part of our whole summer, particularly with Red Bull, he is really loving and enjoying playing cricket. He's got a smile on his face every time he takes the field. He's enjoying the challenge of playing against a strong Australian team. It doesn't really bother him that we're playing on slow wickets. He always seems to find a way of finding inroads or solving a problem that might be there. So he's still taking everything in his stride, which is great. I think there always is. He certainly in with the white ball, he hasn't had a bad day out yet, which is so rare. For playing at the highest level, you have maybe 1 in 4, 1 in 5 really, really good days out, and the rest are sort of average. You contribute when you can, but he's just continuing to prove he's awesome to have. I think this might be underselling them, but it's just the truth. Every time they come in, there's a level of competitiveness that is more visual than any other player. So, and I think it's just a character of the 2 Curran brothers. Give it all cricketers, they're highly skillful, highly talented. Both of them are still very young, particularly Sam, ridiculously young. But they seem to take everything as it comes. No, I think the competitive is there with everybody else, but it's visually there with both Currans. I think their skill level is as high as anybody's, and I think Tom today in particular doing something out of position than he normally does. At the end he normally goes to his slower balls and his Yorkers. He hit his length, he came on for his change, hit a really good length, very straight. He was very accurate, almost Chris Woakes-like. And Sammy normally takes the new ball, came on first change a little bit later, pegged the game back for us, did simple stuff really well in his first spell, and then held his own at the end. So, ask him to do different things is not what you want to do as captain, but today they sort of stood up. Yeah, it has. I think it's been challenging for both teams, probably particularly because the wicket is much different. Both sides have played really good wickets for the last 4 years. Certainly from our side, it's our weakest point of view with the bat. I said it in the last game. Today was even a slower, lower wicket, and the guys are still trying to find some sort of rhythm to try and play in that fashion. The skill level is there. It's just finding a way in which you can adapt your game, because when we play in the World Cup, we will no doubt play maybe one game in Chennai where it'll be the exact same as this, or Nagpur if there's a fixture there. So we want to give ourselves a more rounded chance, as opposed to saying, right, we're going to play at Bangalore, Calcutta, that are two great grounds, and we know we're going to be good at them. We want to be hard to beat on all different surfaces. So it's challenging, and hopefully it continues to be, because it'll be good fun. But we'll just have to keep the mentality of trying to grow and learn and be a better team.